What's going on, everyone? So today we have to talk about SHIBA INU. Everyone is predicting a breakout here in SHIBA INU, so I kind of want to talk about what I see from my perspective inside of SHIBA INU. Anyways, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but let's talk about SHIB. So this is something that a lot of people have been talking about. We're going to hop right into it. People are looking at these wedge patterns for SHIBA INU. They're predicting it getting to 0.000023, which is about a 17x from where we are now. So they are predicting levels all the way up here, way past the Fibonacci that we have, all the way up there. Okay. So, you know me, I like to be the most realistic on YouTube. There's a lot of YouTubers lying to you, a lot of content creators lying to you, a lot of people lying on Twitter, aka X. A lot of people are lying about a lot of different stuff. So let's see what the market cap would be at this price that they are talking about. And this is the price right here that they're talking about. You can just take your circulating supply and then multiply it by that price. 12323 $135.5 billion in market cap. I'm not saying that we can't reach it, but I'm saying during this cycle, that's going to be pretty hard. It is definitely going to be pretty hard during this cycle. Now I've done multiple price predictions, right? And sometimes they're different. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? Maybe we can get a little bit higher than what I've been predicting before. All right. But unfortunately, you know, there's just prices that we have to watch out for that are more realistic. You know, we gotta shoot for more realistic prices. This price here, I would say, is not too unrealistic. But I think slightly lower might be the target here. But there is a possibility that something like this could happen. There is a possibility. So I'm not gonna say it can't happen. But me personally, I've been shooting towards the top of this Fibonacci, and the top of this Fibonacci comes all the way up here to 3Z like 17 or something, and then you got this area up here which is like previous all-time highs. So we know that we can get high inside of SHIBA INU. Almost said Baby Doge, but we know we can get high inside SHIBA INU. But how high can we go? This isn't a price prediction video. Like, I've done many of those. I'll do another one soon. But, you know, just kind of flirting with the idea of, hey, what do you guys think that Baby Doge would, or that SHIBA INU would do? Honestly, I think 3Z1 is a good target price for SHIBA INU. And then going up a little bit higher to 3Z5 would be a good, 3Z5 to 3Z2 would be like a really good maximum price that I could see it going. But yeah, on average, I'm seeing this price right here. Still on average. I'll do a whole price prediction for why I believe I'm seeing that on average. That's on average. I believe it can get a little bit above the average price because, you know, this is supposed to be a super cycle. That's what people are calling it, a super cycle. So yeah. Anyways, the next person here predicts this. So everyone has a little prediction. They're using the 4-hour chart though. Me, I'm looking at it from the daily chart. So this person says SHIB is setting up for a parabolic run. And then this person over here, they're just like, hey, I'm just focused on that 98% gain. That's kind of the smart way to do it, because, you know, when it breaks out, it hits that level that they're looking for, that 100%, and then the pullback comes, and then they can sell right before pullback and then buy on the pullback. But anyways, they say SHIB breaking from verge of symmetrical triangle on daily chart. Successful breakout can provide 100. Successful breakout can provide 100 to 110% rising in midterm. So possibility, yes. And then this is another person, also the 4-hour chart. It looks like it's ready to break out. So obviously people are looking at this and they're like, hey, SHIB is ready to break out. So this is what I'm seeing. I'm on the daily chart right now, okay? They're on a smaller time frame. I'm on a larger time frame here. So, you know, that's really the only difference we have right now. This is what they're looking at. They're looking at this right here as the move. So from there, having that to also having this, they're looking at this as the move inside of SHIB, and I'm looking at something quite different. So here is the pattern that everyone else is looking at. They're looking at this and they're like, oh yeah, we're breaking out from this, which is definitely a possible breakout from here. But I think they need to be looking at this from a larger perspective. They're looking at the 4-hour chart, but I'm looking at the daily chart. And then when I bring all the info from the daily chart, I look at it, I'm like, well, there is still the possibility that we come up here to the top of this wedge for the daily and then pull back a little bit lower and then keep going. And, that wouldn't be too far fetched because, September is typically bearish for the market, and we're seeing markets are pretty bearish right now. We're seeing Bitcoin's about to go below 110K again. So there's a possibility that we see SHIB coming up here and then doing a little bit of a pullback even before it even gets up there. It might not even get all the way up there by the end of this month, and we might just have a breakout point from here. But yes, I will agree with everyone else when I say SHIB is looking bullish. I do think SHIB is bullish. I think SHIB will end up breaking out of this pattern. When it's going to break out, I'm not too sure. It's probably going to be after September. But yes, I do agree with what people are saying, and I do think SHIB is bullish. I do want to bring up some other stuff here that I had before the video actually started. So I kind of wanted to show this because if she breaks out from where, well, shoot, this is where it was at when I did my last video on SHIB, right? I can bring it down here, and now we're just looking at an even higher price target, right? So I think SHIB can do something like this pretty soon, right? And that's about 275% inside of gains right here, give or take somewhere around there. So that's going to the previous all-time high for SHIB. So if SHIB gets to its previous all-time high, it's going up 275. Not even its previous all-time high, but the previous high, not the all-time high, but previous high. It'll be a 275% gain. So that's what I'm looking at right here inside of SHIB, and I definitely think that can be reached. Then eventually it'll get back to the all-time highs. But yes, I think everyone is right. I think SHIB is bullish. They're looking at the 4-hour chart. They're saying, hey, according to the 4-hour, we are bullish. I think people need to pay attention to larger time frames on their charts as well. 4-hour is good. I actually like the 4-hour, but I'm seeing with the percent R trend exhaustion, the white line here is the short-term chart trend, and I can see how it's curving down, almost going downwards a little bit. And then over here, the blue line is the long-term trend, also going down a little bit as well. The MACD is selling off a little bit here on SHIB, so some selling pressure coming in for there as well. So that's what we got for that. But still, it's only the 4-hour is such a short-term chart. Can't really do much of a technical from there. Selling here on the MACD for the daily, the percent R trend exhaustion is like at this midterm area. It's like literally right in the middle. So it's kind of hard to tell where it's going from there. Coming to the weekly chart with the percent R trend exhaustion, it still shows that the long-term trend is closer to the downside. So it's closer to being bearish more than anything. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing over here. And then the short-term trend is also, coming down as well for the weekly chart. So things are still looking, things can be bullish. Yes, things can be bullish here, but we still have the sell-off of September to worry about. So let things sell off in September, and then let's continue our bullish talk. But right now we're in bearish talk. We don't want to see people getting rug pulled. We don't want to see people getting bull trapped into some type of bearish rally to the downside. I still see bearish momentum here. This is Bitcoin short-term trend for the percent R trend exhaustion is overexhausted, overbought, coming back down. The long-term trend is also pulling down with the short-term trend. The MACD is selling off, more selling pressure coming from the MACD. Hey, watch my previous Bitcoin video. I mentioned this inside of that video, and I don't think a lot of people were paying attention to that. Like, look at what Bitcoin's doing. This is the exact same thing I said. I said, hey, yes, we're breaking out of this this channel here, but we're probably going to get rejected at this 112K Fibonacci resistance. This is the exact same thing I said. I said it will get rejected at the Fibonacci resistance. Just wait for it. And that's exactly what is happening right now inside of SHIB. So yeah, this is actually pretty crazy. I've been talking about this for a while, guys, and here it is. Here it is. It's happening. Um, instead of just talking about it, I kind of want to bring up a video. So that's what we're gonna do now. I'm gonna bring up the video right now. All right, guys. So here we have it. We got the video. I'm not gonna play the whole entire video. I'm just gonna kind of fast forward to where we bring it to the 4-hour chart, because on the 4-hour chart you can actually see it clearly. You can see the movement and momentum in this. So this is what we were looking at yesterday. I was like, guys, this is a bull trap. We are not about to break out 112K. I told people, hey, this is not gonna happen. Calm down. We're not breaking 112K. Not right now, at least. All right. And see, I broke it down to the 30-minute, and I was like, look at it right here. I'm like, hey, I drew that line. I was like, guys, we're getting rejected right there. Right there. Okay. Let's play with the 30-minute chart, showing that it's slightly bullish. Then I don't know. We're just screwed, because you can even see the MACD on the 30-minute chart is off, because this is definitely looking like it's gonna pull back. But I feel like we are currently in a bull trap, right? Let me go back over to the 4-hour. See, look at the 4-hour. How we recovered like that. Look at that. Is because I believe we are inside of a bull trap currently. Like this right here, all this recovery. Actually, let's go back to my main Bitcoin. Like, yeah, telling you guys, I like this one. You have to. But anyways, you have to pay attention, because I got a lot of drawings on it. Anyways, if we come up here to this resistance right here, right, we are looking at a nasty pullback if we get rejected. So if that happens, we are then looking towards 104K. So, okay. So you guys heard it first. Hey, I'm targeting 104K here with this pullback. So we got rejected. Okay. And now we're pulling back. So now we are looking for 100K, 104K, because that is our Fibonacci down there. That is the Fibonacci support at 104K. So that's what we're looking at. The MACD is confirming this. Selling pressure is coming in through the MACD. It's confirming that we are pulling back. The percent trend exhaustion has just now confirmed that the short-term trend is now curving downwards. Short-term trend now showing that it's inside of a downtrend. Long-term trend also pulling back as well here for the percent trend exhaustion for the 4-hour chart. So we're seeing the pullback inside of all directions. So what does this tell me with SHIB? SHIB is bullish. SHIB is throwing up bullish patterns, but SHIB will not live through those bullish patterns until Bitcoin is done with its pullbacks. And in my personal opinion, anywhere from 99K to 104K. All right, I had 108K as support. We hit that, and then we came back and then got rejected at 112. Now I'm targeting 104K, and then 99K at that lowest one. And then if it breaks 99K, 85K. I already explained that inside of Bitcoin, so you're gonna have to watch that video. All right. Anyways, the percent trend exhaustion pulling back here on the 4-hour chart. You can see it pulling back with the short-term trend and the long-term trend both pulling back, selling coming in through the MACD. All right. So we are going to have this pullback, whether you like it or not. Get ready. I do believe SHIB is still bullish in the long term, though. SHIB is looking good. So shout out to the SHIBARMY. But yeah, this is all I got for you all today. Go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. As always, I'll be back with another video.